Today, we're cracking open a really fascinating document from a group called Life Chan Yuan. It lays out this incredibly unique and pretty radical mission for what it calls a new form of human life. So, what exactly does this new beginning for humanity look like? Let's dive in.
Right out of the gate, the document hits its newest members with this powerful, almost biblical statement. It immediately sets this kind of sci-fi tone, you know? It's all about a grand vision for a totally new start for all of us. So what on earth is this second Genesis all about? Well, the document doesn't really leave us guessing. It's not some vague metaphor for spiritual awakening. Nope, it's a reference to a very specific group of people. Let's break down who they are.
Okay, so this second Genesis refers to the arrival of 220 new members from all over the world. They call this group the AI Chan Yuan Cow. Now, that term AI might throw you. The document makes it clear we're not talking about robots or computer code here. Instead, they're described as a new type of human, a more advanced consciousness with a pretty huge purpose to lead a profound global transformation.
So you've got these 220 individuals. What's the plan? What's their specific mission? Well, according to this text, their goal is nothing short of revolutionary. We're talking about ushering in a whole new era for civilization itself. Their fundamental job, their whole purpose, is to move humanity past where we are right now, what they call Civilization 2.0, and into a completely new phase of existence, Civilization 3.0. And wow, the contrast they draw between these two is, well, it's stark. Our current world, Civilization 2.0, is defined by what they call barbarism, conflict, and just tons of garbage knowledge. The future they're trying to build, 3.0, is utopia. It's about harmony, and it's built on a completely new consciousness. A goal that big requires some serious momentum. So you have to ask, how is the mission going so far? The source material actually gives us some very specific numbers on their progress over just a few short months. The timeline here shows an absolutely remarkable pace. It all kicks off in October 2025 with just one member. But in less than 5 months, by March 2026, bam, all 220 of them have arrived from all over the world to get this mission started. So 220, that's the foundation. But their progress isn't just about counting people. It's also measured in what they're creating. Specifically, new knowledge. In that same short time frame, this group has reportedly produced over 6,600 articles, all of them based on the group's core philosophy. I mean, just think about that for a second. That breaks down to an incredible pace, an average of over 40 new written works every single day. They aren't just gathering, they are actively and rapidly building the intellectual foundation for their new world. Okay, so with this kind of rapid growth, how do they keep everyone focused and on the same page? Well, that's where their core principles come in. They call them the 8 expectations, and the group's founders set them up for every single member to live by. Let's walk through these, because this is basically the code of conduct for their new society. The first few seem pretty reasonable, right? Be proactive, stay focused on the mission, be factual. But then, things get a lot more radical. Number 4, no private bonds, straight up prohibits private romantic or emotional relationships. Number 6 tells members to discard old knowledge, calling most of human history garbage. Number 7 is a command to just not engage with the conflicts of our current world. And then you get to the last one, number 8, be joyful. It's a mandate to laugh and play every single day. So when you put all of these expectations together, you get this truly radical worldview. It shapes how members are supposed to interact, or maybe more accurately, not interact, with the world as we all know it. This is one of the most striking principles, for sure. Members are told to see almost all of human history's intellectual and cultural output, we're talking art, literature, philosophy, history itself, as garbage. The only things that get a pass are the hard sciences, like physics and chemistry. Everything else has to be thrown out to make way for this new consciousness. And this attitude extends to what's happening right now in our world. The quote, "Let the dead handle the dead's affairs," is basically a command to completely disengage from the politics, the conflicts, and the daily news of Civilization 2.0. Their focus has to be 100% on building the future. But among all of these strict, disciplined, world-altering rules, there's a final command that seems, at least at first glance, like a complete paradox. Remember this rule? A strict ban on private, one-on-one, emotional, or romantic bonds. You know, the very thing that forms the foundation of connection for most of us in what they call Civilization 2.0.
And yet, the very last expectation, the final command they're given, is one of pure, unfiltered joy. A mandate to be playful, to laugh, and to joke every single day. So that's the central paradox, isn't it? You have this incredibly disciplined, almost ascetic structure that's detached from personal attachments, but it's fused with this mandate for constant daily joy. It's a fascinating model for utopia, and it leaves us with a pretty big question. Is this combination of rigid discipline and mandated happiness the blueprint for a perfect world?